The optimal trade entry is a zone on your chart where trades are valid. The reason this works so well is because you are quite literally buying in discount or you're selling premium. This obviously gives you the highest risk to reward trade and also the highest confidence. So most of you are probably familiar with the golden pocket fib. Okay, that's the 618 and the 0.65 Fibonacci retracement levels. We refer to the optimal trade entry as the 0.618 down to the 786 Fibonacci retracement level. So this zone right here is where you guys want to be looking for trades with a few other confluences, okay? Every single trade that I take, I will incorporate this, okay? So for example, on the Solana setup that I posted in the Discord today, one of the reasons I was looking here is because we had our optimal trade entry, right? Same with CRV. Again, called this long inside of the Pro Discord this morning, okay? It's at our golden pocket fib, at our optimal trade entry. If we draw from this swing point, it's in our optimal trade entry. If we draw from this swing point, it's in our optimal trade entry. So the 618 to the 786 Fibonacci retracement levels. So if you're in an uptrend, meaning prices making higher highs and higher lows, you would draw the fib from the most recent swing low to that swing high, okay? So this is going to be your optimal trade entry. This is where you want to take a long position targeting this high to continue the uptrend, okay? Because trends more often than not continue than they do reverse. So when you're in a clear uptrend, you want to be buying discount, selling premium, okay? We refer to this in the context of this range here, okay? Because again, price is fractal. If we zoom out, this range can be part of a larger range, but we don't want to confuse ourselves. So in the context of this price action, this is going to be your discounted zone. Okay, the 618 down to the 786. If price for some reason loses the 786, closes below, then more often than not, we're coming to take out these lows. So, this trade idea is invalid. But when price is at this zone, this is where you want to be going to a lower time frame, looking for those bullish divergences, looking for that key level confluence to go long, targeting the premium price, right? So you are literally buying in discount and selling in premium, right? Buying low, selling high by definition. So obviously the opposite is true for a short position, right? If you are in a clear downtrend, right? Something like this, you would obviously grab your fib, right? From that swing high to that swing low. And here would be your optimal trade entry where you would want to look for short positions, your invalidation above the 786 and your target being lower prices, right? To continue that trend to the downside. Now, just by incorporating this one thing into your trading, just by incorporating the optimal trade entry, you guys are going to be much more profitable. Now, why is that? Well, if you're taking a trade at, let's say, a key level right here, or let's say this is a breakout retest you take along here, your risk to reward is terrible, right? Because your risk to reward up until that high is like, a one-to-one risk to reward. Whereas when you're buying in discounted price, right? When you're buying at that low price, you are automatically getting a 1-to-2, a 1-to-3 risk to reward targeting this high, right? Betting on the trend continuing. So not only do you have a higher risk to reward, this is also a higher probability setup. Price won't always come down to this level, but when it does, you are in discount. You can look for longs targeting higher prices. This is something I always use in my trading. So let's go over some real-time examples from today, obviously that I called inside the Pro Discord, right? So taking a look at Solana here, we're gonna zoom out to a 1 hour time frame. What do I notice here? Okay, we are in an uptrend. On a 1 hour time frame, we are in an uptrend, okay? Meaning in this range here, right? From this low to this high, we are in an uptrend. See, we have a lower low right here. We have a higher high, a higher low, a higher high, a higher low, a higher high. So we want to be looking for long positions on a lower time frame, targeting this high for the trend to continue. And probably these equal highs all the way to the left here, which is a strong draw on liquidity. So this is going to be our main take profit on this long, right? Around a 7 risk to reward. Let's see if this plays out. Go into replay mode here. As price is coming down to this level, what am I doing? I'm taking my Fibonacci retracement tool. I'm drawing my golden pocket, okay? So this is going to be the zone that I'm interested in looking for longs. Now let's look for some other confluences, right? What other confluences do we have here? Well, I see that we have a key horizontal level, okay? A key zone. Why is this a key zone? What makes this a level of importance? This level has price history, okay? So price has reacted to and from this level multiple times in the past. This is a strong support zone. We can expect price to bounce from this level until proven otherwise. This is what I would refer to as an A+ setup. We have multiple pieces of Confluence telling us that if price comes to this level, we can expect it to go up. Now, what else do you notice about this level, right? We have our optimal trade entry overlapping this level, and we also have this liquidity level here, okay? Going down to a lower time frame, we have this swing low here, okay? That price has not taken out yet, meaning for people that are long, right? For retail traders that are long from around here, they're gonna put their stop loss below this low. Okay, again, if they're long from over here, right, they're trailing their stop loss below this low. So we are anticipating, retail getting stopped out here, tagging into our point of interest, which in this case is our optimal trade entry, okay, our OTE, which is the golden pocket fib down to the 786, plus our key zone, okay? So we have multiple pieces of Confluences here, making this a what? A POI, or an area of interest. So if price comes to this level, I will 100% be looking for longs. So we are anticipating retail getting stopped out here. This is also the Monday range low. If you guys are familiar with my Monday range trading strategy, which we also have an indicator for. So this is a very important level. So we're gonna let price play out. Again, all we're waiting for is for price to come into our optimal trade entry. Boom, there it is. It tags our golden pocket fib. A lot of the times you'll notice that price will instantly react off of the golden pocket fib. We won't always get lower, right? Golden pocket fib is very strong on its own. That's why I've incorporated that into the easy algo trading indicator. But here we have it, right? Tags into our key level, takes out this low, tags into our golden pocket fib. All we're waiting for now is for bullish divergences on a lower time frame, which confirms right here, stop loss at that low, and we let price ride from there, okay? Massive, massive risk to reward. Take profit one at this high here, and now letting our thesis play out. This trade is still running. Again, if I show you guys this on CRV, it is the exact same playbook, guys. Again, I'm posting these trades in advance inside the Pro Discord, literally as price was right here on this candle. I said, I'm looking for longs. I'm looking for follow through, right? I want to see some sort of bullish reaction or bullish signal on the algo, which we get right here, right? Bullish reaction. We're at our optimal trade entry, right? It doesn't matter what swing low you're pulling the fib from. You can pull it from here. You can pull it from here. You can pull it from here. Either way, we have our optimal trade entry. We have our key fib zone overlapping this key level, right? This area of interest, I would call it, this point of interest, lots of price history here at this level, telling me that if price comes down here, I can look for a long. We have a really nice equal high target, right? Whenever you see you have one high and a lower high, this is a strong draw on liquidity. We can target this as a potential take profit. What else do we notice here, right? We have the value area low on the volume profile, meaning within this range, right? From the range high to the range low, 70% of the volume is traded within this range. So the value area low is going to be a support level. What else do we notice? Well, we have a market structure shift, right? Again, in context of this range, price is making higher highs and higher lows. We are anticipating this higher low, right? Bullish momentum, bullish buy signal on the algo, even down to a lower time frame, right? 15-minute time frame. Bullish divergences into this level. Volume flips blue. Buy signal on the algo. Guys, this is literally clockwork, day in and day out. All we're trading is key levels, key fibs, looking for confluences, waiting for reactions. It's that simple, guys. It's not rocket science. It's not difficult. We do the same thing every single week, okay? This is the importance of having a trading system that works, that has worked repeatedly, that will always work, okay? The reason why we're not taking trades every single day is because we're waiting for these high probability, we're waiting for these A+ setups. I'm kind of showing you guys a bunch of different stuff, but the main goal of this video was to show you guys the importance of waiting for price to come down to your level, right? We're not FOMOing entries here, okay? We're waiting for price to come down to our optimal trade entry, to our key fib zone, right? Even based on sentiment, this makes sense when you think about it. Price has declined, 70% in context of this range here, right? Price has dropped 70% in context of this range. People are getting fearful. That is when we want to look for our key levels, look for trades, look for these bullish follow throughs here to enter a trade. Well, that's going to be it for this video. If you guys want access to the indicators on my screen that I've custom coded, as well as to follow my own personal trades, as well as the trades of other full-time traders, make sure to click the first link in the description below. Lots of sauce in this video. No one's doing it on YouTube like me, guys. Come on. Who's doing it on YouTube? Who's dropping this much sauce week in and week out on YouTube? Nobody. So make sure to subscribe to this channel if you guys have enjoyed. That's going to be it for me. I'll see you guys next video.